In August, disparate rebel groups, including those linked to al-Qaeda, united for the first time on the battlefield to try to break the government's stranglehold. Our report tonight shows a rebel group fighting in the Ramusa industrial area in the southwest of the city in a major offensive to seize a Syrian army base. The rebel advance came from two sides. One group of jihadi fighters attacked government lines from outside the city. At the same time, a coalition of rebels targeted the same army base from inside besieged Aleppo. Christian's report, filmed by Syrian cameraman Abdullah Issa, gives a glimpse into why Syrian and Russian forces have so far been unable to retake the whole of Aleppo.
We all know about the siege of East Aleppo. This is the story of one small but famous victory as rebels fought back against the forces of Bashar al-Assad. These men are all Syrian. Once farmers and factory workers, they are now Islamist fighters.
اتركوا من قتل الشعب ونوجه رسالة لكل من حمل سلاحه ووجهه ضد الشعب السوري ضد أهله اترك السلاح قبل أن نأتي إليك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قصف مرتزق جواد الإيراني في الذهبية. قصف الكلاب المنسحبة. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
Note how they call the enemy Iranians, not because they all are, but because that's now a term of abuse for anyone who isn't Sunni. The sectarian language is partly why so many civilians in West Aleppo are frightened of these rebel fighters. It's early morning and they're planning an attack. Their way of defending East Aleppo is to hit back by sending suicide bombers to the Syrian army and by launching rockets into the west side of the city. The target is a Syrian government army base in the semi-deserted industrial suburb of Ramusa. This group is well equipped, paid for and supplied by Gulf states, mainly Qatar. In the midst of battle, there's always a camera and a director. Everyone here filming their version of the truth.
الله أكبر. يا شباب كواك كواك.
The Syrians and the Russian Air Force bomb them to try to stop their advance. For the first time, the more moderate Syrian rebels are fighting alongside extremists formerly known as al-Nusra. They've come together because al-Nusra has recently rebranded, claiming to no longer support al-Qaeda. But the rebrand has been rejected by both the Russians and the West, who regard them as terrorists. After hours of fighting, they take the Syrian army compound. The defeated soldiers have already fled. There are celebrations and some trophy hunting. The fleeing government soldiers left behind a small group of civilians. For the benefit of the camera, We're assured these people were held under duress.
نظام علوي ما في بقلبه رحمة ولا في شفاء ولا عمرهم 4-5 سنين عم يحطون الشو ظروف بشرية بيننا وبينهم يعني هذول عم يحطهم بدل أكياس الدشم.
But they don't look particularly happy to have been liberated. Civilians stuck between two warring sides. In the end, it wasn't long before Ramusa was back under Syrian government control, helped by bombing from the Russian Air Force. Right now, the siege of East Aleppo continues. Moderates and extremists still shoulder to shoulder amid deepening sectarian hatred.